Ever find yourself daydreaming about those cozy nights by the fire, but then the thought of hauling wood and cleaning chimneys just, I don't know, kills the vibe?
Yeah, I think we've all been there.
Well, get ready to be amazed because today's deep dive is all about how electric fireplaces are changing the game. We're talking shocking realism, cutting-edge tech, and just forget everything you thought you knew about those cheesy fake flames from decades past.
Yeah, it's true. This isn't your grandma's electric fireplace. We dove into most realistic electric fireplaces, top 7 models and designs 2024, and honestly, even I was blown away by the innovations this year.
Oh, I believe it. So for those of us picturing like flickering orange lights behind plastic logs, what's the big deal here? Why are electric fireplaces suddenly so, dare I say, cool?
Well, for starters, the technology has taken a giant leap forward. We're talking holographic projections, 3D illumination, even fireplaces that use real water vapor to create flames. Okay. And it's not just the visuals. The sound design has also become incredibly realistic, replicating everything from the crackling of logs to the subtle roar of a larger fire.
Okay, see, now that's what I'm talking about. Sound really sets the mood. But before we get too lost in, like, the ambiance, let's break down some of these top contenders. Our source article crowns the NetZero Fire E1 as the current king, and with a price tag of $10,000 to $30,000, it's definitely in a league of its own. What makes this one so special?
So the E1 utilizes holographic projection to create its flames, which is a huge step up in terms of realism. Imagine this. Instead of just mimicking the look of flames, they're actually projecting a 3-dimensional image of fire onto the back of the fireplace. They even have something called integrated log lighting, where the logs themselves are illuminated to look like burning embers. It's truly impressive.
So it's not just about tricking the eye, it's about recreating the entire experience of fire, just without the actual, fire.
Exactly. And with the E1, you have an incredible level of customization. It comes in 7 sizes, from cozy inserts to grand statements, and you can choose between front-facing models or base styles, which means the flames are visible from multiple sides.
So if you're picturing like a traditional fireplace, a base style would be like opening up that corner of the room for a more panoramic view, right?
You got it. And this is where things get really interesting. The E1 even has an app that lets you control everything, from the flame color and height to the intensity of the embers.
Wow, an app for your fireplace. That's next level customization right there.
Yeah.
But hold on, before we get too comfortable with like the E1 reigning supreme, our source article actually has it tied for first place with another contender, the NetZero Waterplace. And this one, well, it kind of sounds like something out of a fantasy novel.
It really does. The Waterplace also creates incredibly realistic flames, but instead of using holographic projections, it utilizes real water vapor.
Wait, hold up. How do you even make flames out of water vapor? That sounds like some kind of magic trick.
It's pretty ingenious, actually. So basically, the Waterplace has this built-in water reservoir, right, and an ultrasonic vaporizer.
Okay.
This vaporizer creates a fine mist, and when it's illuminated from below, it creates this illusion of flickering flames.
Wow.
It's incredibly realistic, and because it doesn't use actual heat to create the flames, it's a safer option, especially for families with young children or pets.
So you get the mesmerizing beauty of fire without the worry.
Exactly.
And potentially lower home insurance costs, too. That's a win-win in my book. But with the Waterplace also priced between, what, $8,000 to $20,000?
Yeah.
It seems like achieving peak fireplace realism comes with a bit of a luxury price tag.
It certainly can. But the article also highlights some more budget-friendly options that don't skimp on the style or technology.
Okay, good to know.
One that caught my eye is the Regency Onyx EX190.
What makes this one stand out?
Versatility. Like, that's the name of the game with the Onyx EX190.
Yeah.
Imagine this. You walk into a room, and right in the center is this stunning 3-sided fireplace, flames visible from every angle.
Okay.
That's the kind of dramatic statement you can achieve with this model.
Okay, now that's what I call an entrance. But for those of us who don't have a grand ballroom in our homes, like, what other configurations does it come in?
It also works beautifully as a more traditional, like one-sided linear fireplace, or you can like nestle it into a corner for a 2-sided view.
Okay.
And with a generous 17-inch glass height, it really commands attention in any setting.
So it's like having 3 fireplaces in one.
Right.
I love that flexibility. The article mentioned that the Onyx EX190 also comes with customizable features, similar to the NetZero models. Does that mean you can, like, tweak the flame colors and lighting on this one too?
Absolutely. It wouldn't be a top contender without that level of customization.
Right.
You can create the perfect mood for any occasion.
Well, I like it.
Now, speaking of setting the mood, the article also highlights the Dimplex Opti-myst.
Oh.
And this one's all about creating an immersive sensory experience.
Oh, tell me more. I'm all for a little sensory escape, especially if it involves, like, cozy firelight.
Then you'll love it. So, like the Waterplace, the Opti-myst uses water vapor to create its flames.
Okay.
But it takes the realism up a notch by incorporating ambient sounds.
Oh.
Imagine like the gentle crackle of a log fire, the subtle hiss of burning embers, all perfectly synchronized to the flickering flames.
It's like they bottled up the feeling of being in, like, a cozy cabin in the woods. Incredible.
This deep dive is really driving home how far electric fireplaces have come. It's no longer just about the look of the flames, it's about engaging all the senses.
Precisely. And if you're someone who loves to personalize their space, the Opti-myst lets you customize the flame color
To match.
your mood or your decor. Now, for those who are fascinated by the technology behind these innovations, the Dimplex Opti-V Solo is a must-hear.
Technology and fireplaces, two of my favorite things. Fill me in.
Imagine a high-definition screen, but instead of displaying your favorite show, it projects stunningly realistic 3D flames.
Okay.
That's the Opti-V Solo in a nutshell.
Okay.
It uses a 30-inch LED screen to create the illusion of a roaring fire, and the level of detail is remarkable. So instead of using physical elements like water vapor or holographic projections,
Right.
this one goes all in on digital innovation.
Exactly. And this opens up a whole new world of possibilities.
Right.
Imagine having this fireplace on your screened-in porch where you wouldn't want to worry about smoke or embers.
Yeah.
Or imagine having it in a stylish office space where a traditional fireplace just wouldn't be practical.
Right.
The Opti-V Solo is a game changer for those seeking flexibility and cutting-edge technology.
It's incredible how these electric fireplaces are blurring the lines between like technology and interior design. Speaking of which, the article mentioned another model designed for larger spaces, the Amantii Tru-View three-sided fireplace. It sounds almost cinematic.
It's definitely an impressive sight. Picture this: a panoramic expanse of flickering flames, visible from practically every corner of the room. The Tru-View is all about making a statement.
Okay, I'm picturing it now, and it's giving like modern art museum vibes. But for those of us who haven't quite reached grand hall status in our homes, is the Tru-View still a contender?
Absolutely. While it shines in large open spaces, it also works beautifully as a captivating focal point in more modestly sized rooms. Plus, like many of the models we've discussed, it offers customizable flame colors and configurations, so you can tailor the look to suit your style and existing decor.
Customization seems to be like a recurring theme in the world of high-end electric fireplaces, and I'm not mad about it. But let's be real. Not everyone has a royal budget for their fireplace dreams. For those of us who aren't ready to drop a small fortune on a fireplace, what are our options? Are there any hidden gems in the, like, affordability department?
You bet. The article actually highlights a fantastic option for budget-conscious buyers: the touchstone sideline.
This sounds promising. What's the damage for a touchstone sideline?
Brace yourself.
Around $500.
$500. That's less than some people spend on their weekly grocery runs. I'm impressed. But what can you actually get at that price point? Are we talking about like basic flames and that's it? You might be surprised. While it doesn't have all the bells and whistles of its pricier counterparts, the touchstone sideline still delivers on style and functionality. You still get customizable flame colors, allowing you to adjust the mood from a warm amber glow to a cool contemporary blue. And to ensure you're not just creating a visual experience, it also comes equipped with 2 temperature settings to provide actual warmth. It proves you don't need to break the bank to enjoy the ambiance and warmth of a fireplace.
I love a good underdog story, and the touchstone sideline definitely fits the bill. You know, it's funny, we often associate fireplaces with this kind of timeless, traditional aesthetic, but what we've uncovered in this deep dive is anything but old-fashioned. It seems like the future of fire is electric, and it's more innovative and exciting than we could have imagined.
I completely agree. It makes you wonder what other design possibilities might open up when you remove the limitations of traditional fireplaces. Could we see electric fireplaces integrated into furniture or even used as interactive art installations? The possibilities are really intriguing.
Now that's a thought. Well, on that note of fiery innovation, we'll have to wrap up this edition of The Deep Dive. We hope you've enjoyed exploring the world of electric fireplaces with us today. Until next time.